You know what I've realized? I've realized people that have forgiven their parents are more grateful individuals and less entitled. I know everyone doesn't have a perfect life, and people don't have perfect relationships either. But if you have the mental capacity and mental strength to forgive your parents, and you actually let go of what they've done to you, or you take accountability and realize that the torch has been passed to you, you will be forever grateful. I've just noticed people that resent their parents are more entitled. They're more, how can I say this? They're more self-absorbed because they're just playing the blame game. And look, my parents weren't perfect either. They've done a lot of hurtful things to me. And I grew up in a Filipino household, so you know how that goes. There's a lot of, as the Canadians would say, physical abuse. You know, my mom has hit me pretty good. You know, she's a tough woman. And my dad has also hit me as well. And my parents have been the reason why I have the conditions that I have now, or the conditionings that I have now. But I'm very grateful for them. Super, super grateful for them. And I don't know what it is, but when you fully forgive your parents, there's some sort of power that you gain from that. Because if you believe in God, God created his people, which is us. We are his creation. We are made in his image, right? Same with our parents. They created us. So essentially, in other words, they're God. And in biblical texts, or a typical saying is to thank God no matter what happens in your life. You don't blame God. You don't resent him. You just love him, and God will keep giving you blessings. Same with your parents. And obviously there is a boundary, right? I mean, if your parents are still abusive to you, and not just physically, but you know, vocally, and they don't respect you, and they always cross your boundaries and don't respect your boundaries, then it would be necessary to distance yourself from them, or even cut them off. But love them from a distance. But if your parents are yearning for your love, and I know the parents' role is to show initiative to their children, show that they love them, you know. But I feel like if you're a grown adult, you know, and you handle your life independently, then it would be wise to just forgive your parents. It would be wise to let it go, because the only thing that exists is now. Memories are like clouds. They come and go. They pass and they go. Memories are like waves too. They rise and then they fall. They rise and they fall. Or sorry, not fall, but you know what I mean. So my point is just be grateful that you have parents. Even if if you don't have parents, or be grateful for the people that raised you. Even if they just provided your needs. That's all you need. That's all you needed as a child. Even if they provided your needs. And don't expect your parents to be there for you fully, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. It really depends on how your relationship is with your parents. But don't expect anything from anyone. Just have that one-on-one relationship with God, and everything will flow in your life naturally. So yeah, guys, that's my message. Just let it go. Let it go. It's not worth holding on to that pain. It's not worth holding on to that thorn in your soul. And sometimes letting go can just be calling your mom or your dad and just checking up on them, and let's say if it's time sensitive to talk about what the real underlying problem is, just lead with love. Like, call them and be like, hey, how's it going? I was just thinking about you. Like, now that I'm married and I have children and a wife, my parents never call me. My mom will just send me like Facebook posts and stuff, and my dad will message me here and there, but other than that, they don't call me and check up on me. My parents are old now. They're in their 70s, so like I said, they passed you down the torch. So it's my time to shine light on them. It's my time to give them life. It's my duty as a man to not only provide for my immediate family, but to work hard for my extended family too. And I feel like that's the right thing to do. So yeah, guys, that's my message for today. Peace.